Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Bilingual channel. I'm David, and as always, I'm here with my co-host, Emily. How are you doing, Emily?
Hey, David, I'm doing great. And hi to all our viewers. We're so glad to have you here today. Today's episode is all about something super exciting, travel and trips. Who doesn't love a good adventure, right?
Absolutely. We'll be sharing tips, stories, and of course, new words and phrases related to travel. We're going to make this a fun, language learning journey for everyone.
Exactly. So if you love traveling or just want to build up your English vocabulary, stay tuned. David, want to kick things off?
Sure, let's start by talking about our favorite travel destinations. Emily, do you have a favorite place you've traveled to?
Oh, that's a tough one. But if I had to choose, I'd say Paris. The city is magical, beautiful architecture, rich history, and of course, amazing food.
Paris is a great pick. I think I'd go with Japan. The culture is so unique, and the landscapes are breathtaking.
Speaking of landscapes, our first word today is itinerary. An itinerary is a detailed plan for a trip, including destinations, activities, and times.
Good one. An itinerary helps keep a trip organized. For example, I made an itinerary with all the places I wanted to visit in Rome.
Exactly. And having an itinerary makes sure you don't miss out on anything important.
Definitely, let's move on to another common term, backpacking. This usually means traveling with a backpack, often on a budget and with a flexible itinerary.
Yes, I love that word. Backpacking is popular for people who want to travel simply and experience local cultures. For example, she spent a month backpacking through Europe.
It's a great way to explore a place without too many plans. Have you ever gone backpacking, Emily?
I have, actually. I backpacked through Thailand once, and it was amazing. There's something freeing about traveling light.
Agreed. Now let's talk about accommodation. This is just a fancy word for where you stay during a trip, like hotels, hostels, or even rentals.
Yes, accommodation is key to a comfortable trip. For instance, we booked our accommodation near the city center. It's all about location and comfort.
Right. Good accommodation can make or break a trip. Now, how about landmark? A landmark is a famous building, monument, or natural feature that people visit.
Exactly. For example, the Eiffel Tower is one of the most iconic landmarks in the world. Landmarks often define a city's identity.
Yes, landmarks are usually must-visit spots, and our last word is souvenir. A souvenir is a keepsake you bring back from a trip as a memory.
Love that word. For example, I bought a small sculpture as a souvenir from my trip to Egypt. It's a lovely way to remember the experience.
Perfect. So to recap, we've covered itinerary, backpacking, accommodation, landmark, and souvenir, all essential travel words.
Great words to know. Now, David, have you ever had a travel experience that didn't go as planned?
Oh, absolutely. I once missed a connecting flight and ended up stranded in Frankfurt for a night.
Oh no. That must have been stressful. But sometimes, unexpected things become the best memories.
True. I got to explore the city a bit, so it wasn't all bad. Have you had any travel mishaps?
Yes. My luggage once got lost on a trip to Italy. I had to buy new clothes until it arrived.
That's the worst, but it does add to the adventure.
It does. And it teaches you to go with the flow, which is an important travel lesson.
Absolutely. Speaking of adventures, let's talk about travel styles. Some people love adventure travel, while others prefer relaxing on a beach.
Right. And then there are people who love cultural trips, exploring museums and historical sites.
Exactly. I think a balance of adventure and relaxation makes for the best trips.
Agreed. And it's so great that travel can mean something different for everyone.
It really does. So, Emily, what's next on your travel list?
I'd love to visit Greece. The history, the islands, the food, it's a dream destination.
Greece is beautiful. I'd love to explore South America next. Peru and Brazil are on my list.
Sounds amazing. And travel really broadens your perspective on life.
It does. You learn so much by meeting new people, seeing new places, and experiencing different cultures.
Absolutely. And for those of you watching, we hope these travel words help you on your next adventure.
Yes, travel is one of the best ways to learn, not just about places, but also about yourself.
Well said, David. So, what's one tip you'd give to someone going on their first big trip?
I'd say pack light. It makes moving around much easier.
Great tip. I'd add, learn a few phrases in the local language. It's always appreciated.
Definitely, locals really appreciate it when you make an effort.
Yes, and it can make your trip more enjoyable and authentic.
Totally agree. So, to wrap up, we hope you learned something new about travel and picked up a few English words along the way.
Yes. We covered itinerary, backpacking, accommodation, landmark, and souvenir, some key travel words.
Thanks for joining us, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this episode with your friends.
We'll see you next time on the Bilingual channel. Happy travels, everyone!